Howdy folks, Shawn here from hikingwithshawn.com, and today I am at the Crown Ridge Tiger Sanctuary in Missouri. We're in the lodge right now, and you can take tiger tours here. They like their tigers, and we're going to see some live tigers, so it's pretty exciting. It's my stepdaughter's 19th birthday, so we're going to treat her. She's excited. It's kind of chilly, but we're excited to see it, and they said I could YouTube, and that's what I'm going to do, so stay tuned. Here's the outside of the lodge, pretty cool.
So it's very much so the cat's world, and we just kind of live in it. Now, with that being said, we're also a no-contact facility, so we never touch these guys. We never put our hands on the fence, through the fence, anything like that. Because ultimately, if something were to happen and say I get hurt because of these guys, they're automatically put to blame, when in reality, I stuck my fingers where I shouldn't. Right. So we just take all that stuff off the table and respect them for the wild animals they are. Now, in order to be a true sanctuary, we are a part of a couple different organizations. So one of them is called the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries, or GFAS. So it's basically says that we go above and beyond the normal standard of care for our animals. So we have to have various habitat requirements, food requirements, safety stuff, you name it, we have to have it. So it's kind of like how the St. Louis Zoo is an AZA accredited zoo. GFAS is for sanctuaries. Okay. So the other organization we're a part of, there you are, big guy. Oh, hi, handsome. He's hanging out down here. So the other organization we're a part of is called the Big Cat Sanctuary Alliance. It's a big group of over a dozen sanctuaries and animal rights groups and the like that are out to vie for better legislation, better standards of care, all that kind of stuff. The sanctuary that's out in Arkansas that I was talking about beforehand, we're all kind of founding members of all.
Anyway.
Oh, exactly. So, they're nice and fed.
They want to go anywhere else.
And they're all good. Yeah, no one's trying anything, so they're good. All right, so we're gonna go head up onto the deck, or actually we could probably see everyone from right down here, but we can go up onto the deck regardless. Ooh, if I can find my right key. Okay, cool. So the only rule that we have going up onto the deck is to just not grab onto this metal fencing. Again, no one's trying anything, but we are going to be one fence line away from these guys, so it'll be better for pictures and videos and stuff. Right. Just don't stick anything through that you want to come back out. All right. We'll go this way.
Do you want us to shut this behind us?
We're the only ones here, so don't worry about it. Oh, hello, everybody. What's going on? So if you peek underneath you can see everyone pretty good. Hello. I know, Shakira and Sebastian. Oh, good. Here you go.
Hello, sweetie. Wow.
Ooh,
see, that's the kind of kitty cat. You come on around, girl.
Yeah, you guys can go up. So that's Thor, who's standing up and kind of greeting us right now.
Hello.
Hi,
that's the one. He loves his picture taken. We remember him, don't we?
So Thor here was a part of our first rescue. So back in 2006, we got a call from a facility out in Springfield, Missouri. It was a drive-through safari park type place. Nothing good was going on, and so they shut down, which was great. But we were ending up, they needed to rehome their animals. So we got 5 big cats from them. We got Thor and then her sister Gracie. Are you going to go to the bathroom right now?
Thank you. I got to go.
You're so
Get that
kind.
on camera.
Got that on video.
What a gem. She's lovely. So we got Thor and her sister Gracie. We got their parents Raja and Mohan. And then we got a lioness named Alexis. Everyone else has subsequently since passed away from old age and what have you. And Thor's our kind of last lady standing. Her sister Gracie most recently passed at the end of May. She was a week shy of her 22nd birthday.
Oh, wow.
So Thor here is the little old lady of the sanctuary.
How old do you think she is?
So give or take 22. So they were about 5 to 6 years old when we rescued them. And so they've been here ever since. So again, guessing these guys' ages and histories and what have you can be pretty difficult, especially when you don't really have paperwork on them. Even if you do have paperwork, it's not super trustworthy most of the time, depending on where they're coming from again.
Did she show when they passed away, was she kind of depressed?
So Gracie and Thor shared an enclosure, and so I think there was a brief period of mourning. But it wasn't kind of like how we do, or it's harder to interpret, right?
Right.
No, great. Now everyone decides to get up and move. Her appetite kind of waned a little bit.
Hi, sweetie.
For maybe a week.
Look at that.
But generally speaking, Thor's appetite, is back to normal. She eats really well.
Good.
Normally, these guys only live about 10 to 15 years in the wild. But in sanctuary settings, we average about 20 to 25 years. So that's pretty cool. It's even longer than a lot of like zoos and stuff.
Right.
Because they'll get to like maybe high teens or so, but we're averaging a little bit longer. Of course you wandered. Oh, look at you, pretty girl. She's like 300 or so pounds. She's only about 250, but she's solid. Oh, you're going for the football. Nice, kid. So she's only about 250 pounds. But for a cat, her stature and just like physique-wise, she's ideal for a big cat.
Right.
Or at least one with her bone structure. All of our cats, for all intents and purposes, are kind of mutts. And so we can't say with definitively like who's what subspecies and what have you.
Right.
Nor does it matter really. Really, you're gonna sit right on it, aren't you, kid? Oh, get that football!
Oh.
that football has been reused. It was a Dum Dum lollipop at one point in time, and so we were like, well, no one touched it before, so let's just repaint it. And so that's what she did. I'm surprised she's actually going after it. But that's kind of paper mache. The football was obviously the boxes are just boxes, but we have to kind of... Good job, kiddo. Oh, she's full of it. She is this? That's Shakira. Yep, so she's the newest of everyone. So we got her. Oh my God, you started that. That's gonna be so much fun to clean up. She came to us in September of 22 from Dodge City, Kansas. So there was a city-run zoo out there that was shutting down. They needed to go ahead and rehome their animals because they only wanted native species to be brought back in once they kind of rebuilt. Ooh, careful there, kid. Obviously, tigers are not native to Kansas or North America, so they couldn't keep her there. And so we were, they contacted the Big Cat Sanctuary ones. Yeah, I know, she's sitting all proper. She's sitting all proper like property. So Sebastian
So
was
this
kind of
tiger
on wave two, if you will.
was
And
part
so
of
the
the
day that we
Tiger
got him,
King
9 different
seizure.
sanctuaries got 69 animals off of the property.
Wow, that's a lot.
So this was, massive. So there's probably over 200 animals that needed
Very
a
pretty.
new home. And so we obviously got Sebastian, but because he was involved in a federal court case, he became like a witness protection cat. So like we couldn't say anything about him for like a good year and a half that he was here.
Wow.
Yep, and so we had federal officers visiting on a regular basis,
and everything.
to, all that kind of stuff, monthly if not more than that, to ensure he is who he is and all that kind of stuff. But during that time, we were battling with a lot of like the health, issues that he kind of was showing. Most of his issues are going to be with his stomach. So food kind of goes in one end and then right out the other. Nothing really gets digested or absorbed or anything like that. And so we don't have like an official diagnosis as to what he's got and what the cause of all this stuff might have been. Was it environmental? Was it genetic?
Right.
We got no idea. And so we have a couple pieces to his digestive puzzle, if you will. He's got to have some kind of irritable bowel disease, just given how his body...
Thank you.
Sorry, you don't like me talking about your belly
He's
problem?
like, that's private, man. Come on. Come on.
I know, bud. So his digestive issue, but he was also likely physically abused by a guy in his past.
Right.
So again, given where he was
Isn't
from.
that Thor? Wasn't she the one? Was it Circus? Was there one that was a circus one or something like that?
Izzy was like a traveling.
Yeah, that's who
So,
it was.
Yeah, he was
So
a
what-
traveling petting thing.
Yeah.
So which one had eye
Very
issues?
pretty.
Tracy.
That
Okay,
was
I
Thor's
couldn't.
sister.
Very
yes,
pretty.
I
Our
couldn't-
sister Grace had the eye problems. Yeah.
She was.
And so
Okay.
I knew Jasmine well before ever considering I was going to be getting Shakira and bringing her here, kind of a deal. So that's why I think she likes me ever so slightly more than everyone else. But I say that loosely because she only listens to me like 85% of the time. And she pulled the whole thing down off of that stub. I was like, girl, that's a heavy log. And she's just like, nah, this doesn't need to be here anymore.
Oh look. You are
You-
showing off. You are a
really-
ham.
Hi, Roly Poly. Yeah, her old keepers, she's got some old keepers of hers actually up in St. Louis, and so one of them's come down to visit just
Look at
months,
that.
just a couple months after we got her, and so she was still adjusting to life, and her keeper was like, has she started rolling for you guys yet? I said, rolling? What do you mean rolling? And she's like, yeah, like a dog would roll around, showing off her belly and whatever. I said, I haven't seen that quite yet, unless she's done it when I have not watched her. And she goes, just wait, she'll start doing it, and that's when you know she's comfortable here. Sure enough, within a week, she started rolling around like that, and I was like, look at you, funny little girl. Little ham. Oh, she was like, well, I didn't really want to do this when you guys were trying to film me to post it on Facebook this morning. It's like, no, here we are. Oh, yeah, cat. No, but we did for St. Patrick's Day, I painted her a really big clover, green clover, and she literally became the Irish flag. I was like, oh my gosh, Kat. She just absolutely loves it, and so it's so much fun for us to give her
because she
fun
gets into
enrichment
it.
because she gets so into it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting, right? Because now she's kind of become the hot enrichment kind of a cat when Izzy used to be.
Right.
Izzy was the showman.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
he put on a performance for you,
Yep.
and you couldn't look away. And he would stop in the middle of what
Oh.
he was doing. Get him! Get him! Get him! Go on, get him!
He's like, no, I'm gonna go back in here.
Where's
No,
your
he's
girlfriend? Pounds right now. Granted, there's a bit of a height difference in terms of like levels in the hill and whatever. When I stand next to him and he wants to kind of have good posture on all fours, he's probably about here on me. And I get it that I'm not a tall human, but like he's a big boy. There you go. Now you can see a little bit better since she's walking.
Wow.
But she's 250 pounds, and like I said, he's about 470. He's a little. They're both a little extra fluffy right now because they've got their winter coats going. But yeah, no, he's huge. I mean, when we first got him, I mean, you could pick out all the vertebrae on his spine. His hips were super bony and narrow. I mean, he still kind of has a small butt too, but you know, his ribs, you can see all of them. He was an absolute mess.
Here's the old lady Thor.
There you go, girly.
I just know she would be the type to stomp around in the house.
So she could be fresh when she wants to be, for sure, but she doesn't like acting like the old lady. So when like her and Grace would live together, she was kind of like the pestering sister.
Oh
so,
yeah,
like,
she was, I remember that. Yes.
So poor Grace would just try to navigate the world, and Thor would walk up behind her and swipe her back feet from underneath her. Poor girlfriend. What you doing? Are you posing? Very nice.
I have a picture of Trinity.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, and there you go.
She was on her back with her paw up.
She's like, oh,
yeah.
so dramatic.
Very
It was
much
so
so.
funny.
She could leave. People actually like the points over
So you
here.
can
They're like
rent
little condos.
these houses.
So you have your
Tiger
own
Den,
separate
1 to 4
bedroom,
rooms,
kitchen,
2 to 3
all that kind of
rooms.
good stuff. Plus there's a deck
There's
or
an
a
education
patio
center.
that's back to the real nice
There's
view.
another
And so why we
one you
have
can
that
rent.
is
You
so
can
there's,
rent inside the lodge.
it's just beyond the trees over here.
So
So that's where we want to
very
build in
cool.
the future. But that is
I'm
a
going to
time means money that you're not going to
education
be able to
center.
really have control over. So then we've got the pictures and videos on the screen. So if you hear funny noises, they'll come from there. We've got the tactile table. So everything on that orange table is a replica, aside from the whiskers. Those are real. So they shed them.
Okay, I was
Yep.
like, so do they shed them?
Yep, they'll shed them just like your house cat. And so when we find them, we'll save them. So our kind of our running joke around here is that if you find 3 whiskers in a day, you buy a lottery ticket because you don't really do that. Oh, here's Sebastian in the video playing with that ball.
Yeah.
We had to promptly take that ball away from him because he destroyed the hose that was trying to cover which is what he's biting on, covering that metal post. So yeah, white hat and the white one and the white one. So they red dyed the dog. So every white
make their
tiger
own
we have ever seen
sody.
activity is genetically traced to one that was taken out.
Kind of interesting.
It's not. In terms of their genetics and stuff like that, it's just like how we all have different colored hair and eyes and things like that. But it's not an advantage because you stick out like a top.
Yeah.
Right. So if a mom,
Whichever one you prefer.
what are you doing? Are you waiting? Yeah. Hi.
She's like, I'm letting y'all catch up.
Your girlie's here. And
She's taking over.
yeah, I know. She's like, all right, I'll lead you up the rest of the way. They are. They're very well designed. There's good top animals in there. environment.
Yes. Well, we're going to get a tour of all of them because
Yeah, right.
they're going to escort us right on out. Thanks, guys.
Are you taking over? Oh, look at you. That's so funny. They've not done that before. That's really funny. Oh, we're raining.
They're saying happy birthday.
Yeah, right. We're raining a little bit.
Like you guys, sorry, we're going uphill and I'm tired.
Where are you going, big guy? See. Well, you're gonna swing back up this way, huh? You just took a little detour, huh?
Oh.
Really?
Are you singing happy birthday? Oh, it's terrible.
What?
Tell us about it. Oh, buddy.
Oh.
Oh, yeah? What is it? You want some birthday cake?
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. It's so rough being such a big boy.
He's so weird, though. He like hold on.
Really?
The teeniest tiny.
Andrew, man.
Look at you.
You can't.
Yes.
Oh man.
What?
Oh,
Really?
is this so bad? What happened?
Tell us about it. Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm going to take it out.
The inaudible. The one day he was having it, and he made the most high-pitched noises I have ever heard out of a cat that size. It was all.
All right, folks, that was Crown Ridge Tiger Sanctuary. I'll put their information in the description below. Check them out. Until next time, see ya on the trail.